Hello guys, welcome to my new video which is based on construction management and entrepreneurship module 5. It contains 3 chapters, that is entrepreneurship, MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, and business planning processes. So here we are going to study chapter 1, that is first part, entrepreneurship. The chapter 1 includes the following contents, that is introduction part, evolution of the concept, function of an entrepreneur, concept of entrepreneurship, stages in entrepreneurial process, different sources of finance for entrepreneur, central and state level financial institutions. Entrepreneurship is the art of starting business, basically a startup company offering creative product, process or service. We can say that it is an activity full of creativity. Here an entrepreneur is required. An entrepreneur is a creator or designer who designs new ideas and business processes according to the market requirement and his or her own passion. To be a successful entrepreneur, it is very important to have managerial skill and a strong team building abilities. An entrepreneur is defined as a person who sets up a business or businesses taking on financial risk in the hope of profit. It has a compelling vision or a dream to achieve something extraordinary by identifying possible method to work around and taking risk to accomplish desired goals. It also innovates new products, services, processes or method to solve pains in a more competitive manner. And it can also innovate business models with superior value and make people happier. It also organize balanced team with diverse skill and manage them for best possible execution of a business model in order to achieve the required goal. There are many definitions of entrepreneurship based on entrepreneur. So according to Druckers, an entrepreneur is the one who always searches for change, responds to it and exploits it as an opportunity. Innovation is the specific tools of entrepreneurs, the means by which they exploit changes as an opportunity for a different business or different services. Also, the term entrepreneur is often associated with a person who starts his own new business. It has been considered as the propensity of mind to take calculated risk with confidence to achieve predetermined business objectives. An entrepreneur is an innovator, which I already discussed, or a creator who introduces something new to the firm or economy. It can be a new method of production, a new product, a new source of material, a new market, or any other similar innovation. Thus, an entrepreneur is an innovator, creator, borrower, purchaser, etc. Some famous entrepreneurs are Azim Premji, Lakshmi Mittal, and Ekta Kapoor. Entrepreneurship. It is the process of creating something new, searching, analyzing, or identifying by taking risk in a group of people. Also, it is the process of designing, launching, and running a new business. In short, entrepreneurship is also defined as the activity of setting up a business or businesses taking on a financial risk in the hope of profit, as I already explained. Evolution of concept of entrepreneur. The word entrepreneur is derived from French word that is entrepreneur, which was used to designate an organizer of musical or other entertainments. Later in 16th century, it was used for army leaders. It was extended to cover civil engineering activities such as construction in 17th century. In 18th century, an entrepreneur is a person who takes risk, which is totally different from the person who supplies capital or good. And in 19th century, an entrepreneur is distinct from both financier as well as manager. Here the term entrepreneur or the word entrepreneur definition is modified with change in era. Now, how we can differentiate between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship? So entrepreneur is nothing but a person who take risk in order to achieve their goal, and the process or the strategy which is used by the entrepreneur is said to be entrepreneurship, and the outcome of this process is known as enterprise. The entrepreneur must be self-confident, passionate and focused, risk-taking ability, leadership ability, future-oriented and creative in order to achieve their goal. Now, the function of entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur always seeks opportunity, as he always manages and coordinates production and services. He has to start with a small scale enterprise. He not only finds the business opportunities but also utilizes the resources like man, money, machine, materials and methods. The main functions of the entrepreneurs are idea generation. It is the most essential function of the entrepreneur. Idea generation is possible through the vision, insight, observation, experience, education, training, and exposure of the entrepreneur. It specifically implies proper selection of product and identification of the project. Ideas can be generated through surrounding environment and market survey. It is the brief or it is the chief function of the entrepreneurs to generate as many ideas as possible so as to select the best business opportunity for a commercially viable business venture. And the another one is determination of objectives. It is another function of entrepreneurs to determine and lay down the objectives of the business. The entrepreneur should be quite clear regarding the following things, that is the nature of business and the type of business. The another one is raising of funds. Here the fundraising is the most essential function of an entrepreneur because all the action of business depends upon the financial support. So it is the soul of the entrepreneur to raise funds from both internal and external agencies. In this regard, the entrepreneur should be aware of the different sources of funds and the official procedure to raise funds. Procurement of raw materials. It is the main function of the entrepreneurs is to procure raw materials. Here the entrepreneur has to find out the cheap and regular sources of supply of raw material which may reduce the cost of production. Market research. It is also the main function of the entrepreneur. Here the market research and analysis of the product is done. It involves the systematic data collection regarding the product which the entrepreneur wants to manufacture. It has to be done in order to know the details of the product, that is the demand for the product, the supply of the product, cost of the product and the customers etc. while initiating an enterprise. Procurement of machinery. It includes to procure the machineries and equipments, and it should specify the following details, that is details of technology, capacity of the installed machines, details of the manufacturers and suppliers, after sales service, warranty period of the machineries and instruments. All these details are to be minutely observed by the entrepreneur. Determination of form of enterprise. It includes the consideration of the nature of the product, level of investment, nature of activities, types of product, quality of human resources, etc. to decide the form of enterprise. Determination of ownership right is crucial on the part of entrepreneur to obtain legal title to resources. Recruitment of manpower. It includes the performance of the activities like estimating manpower need of the organization, forming selection procedure, devising scheme of reimbursement, forming the rules of training and development. Implementation of the project. Here the plan or the strategy made by the entrepreneur should be implemented in order to achieve the desired goal. So it is the important part or important function of the entrepreneur. Now, in short, the function of an entrepreneur is also classified as innovation, risk bearing, and organization. In innovation, it introduces new product in the market. Also, new production technology which is not yet tested by the experience in the branch of manufacture concerned. Also, opening of new market into which a specific product has not previously entered. Also, discovery of new sources of supply of raw material. Another one is risk bearing. Here, an entrepreneur bears all the uncertainties and risk, such as buys factor of production at certain prices in order to combine them into a product with a view to selling, and also tries to reduce uncertainties and risk. And the last one is organization, which includes the coordination and supervision, and also raises sufficient capital to start business, manages and execute all the plans in order to achieve the desired goals. Now, concept of entrepreneurship. Here the term entrepreneurship and entrepreneur is apparently look like same, but the conceptually the meaning or the definition are different. Here the entrepreneurship is the process of finding opportunity in the marketplace, planning for the resources required to convert these opportunities into success, to achieve their desired goals and to achieve long-term gains. And it involves creating capital by exploiting resources in new ways to initiate and operate an enterprise. Entrepreneurship can be defined by describing what entrepreneurs do. Here, the entrepreneur is nothing but the owner of the company. Also, it initiates a business to earn profit. Also, it bears all the risk and uncertainties in running the organization. An entrepreneur tries to innovate to meet the challenges or the challenging demands of the market. No formal qualification is needed for an entrepreneur. Stages in entrepreneur process. The first process includes identification of opportunity. Here, this may be done from his own idea or from external sources like consumers and business associates, members of distribution system, independent technical organizations, consultants, etc. The second one is evaluation of opportunity. After opportunity identified from sources must be carefully screened and evaluated. The evaluation process involves looking at length of opportunity. The length of opportunity includes market size and share for deciding risk and gains or profit. The third one is development of business plan. To achieve proposed business opportunity, well-defined business plan need to develop. Business plan contains title of project, description of business and industry, technology plan, financial plan, organization of plan, production and marketing and distribution plan and summary plan. And the another one is determination and organizing resources. Here, the entrepreneur should have good knowledge about sources of supply, process of manufacture, and also the various resources required with respect to quality, quantity, prices, and sources. And the another one is management of enterprise. After the resources are planned, it must be used or implemented in the business plan in order to achieve the goal. Here, the operational problems of growing enterprise must also be examined. Sources of finance for entrepreneur. In order to establish a new business or create a new business, we required some amount to in order to collect the resources to achieve the goal. Is 3F, that is family, friends and fools. Here the amount concerned with this type of investment are not too high, and are typically repaid as a loan with or even without interest, or are invested in exchange for a small equity share in the company. Second one is angels. Here, the investor are experienced entrepreneurs who have some funds available and invest those in new companies to help other entrepreneurs to succeed in their business. It does not include only money, but it also includes the network distributions among the people or among the businessmen. Third one is venture capitalist. It is the form of private equity financing that is provided some amount of fund or money to start up the business. And the another one is private equity. It is the funds that institutional and retail investor use to acquire public companies or invest in private companies. These funds are typically used in expansion of business. Also, we can get money from bank in the form of loans, and also advance or prepayment from the future consumers, or also some Indian government startup fund, and also from government grants. Now the role of entrepreneur in economic development. Here it provides large scale employment which reduces unemployment problem, also reduces the concentration of wealth in few hands, and also provide balanced regional development, also helps to reduce the concentration of economic power, and also it stimulates the equitable redistribution of wealth, income, and even political power in the interest of the country, and improve the financial status of the country by exporting goods to another country. Also generate opportunities for investing money, encourage learning and usage of skills. Entrepreneurship in India. Metal handicraft existed in India ever since pre-Christian era. In post-Christian era, a businessman started industries named as kharkhanas. Also, in 1847, the first textile industry was started by Ranchod Lal Chota Lal, but he failed in first attempt, and then he succeeded in 1861. And Jamshedji Tata started first steel mill in 1911, and Birla family established jute mill in 1919. The evolution or development of entrepreneurship in India is increases, and in 20th century a software industry emerged in India as a source of employment. Entrepreneurs like Azim Premji, N.R. Narayan Murthy started their own software development firm. And now the entrepreneurship is a part of our syllabus to motivate engineering minds. Now supporting agencies of government for SSI. Here the central level institutions are DI. It is involved in promotion of a small scale sector at the state level. Also DIC. It promotes development of khadi and other village industries. Also SIDO. It mainly acts as a nodal agency and an interface between central and state government. It also gives wide-ranging technical and consultancy services. Now NSIC and another is NSTEDB, that is National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board. This agency promotes uses of science and technology in SSI sector. And another one is NPC. This agency suggests various ways of improving productivity. And another one is NISIET. It imparts high quality training to budding as well as existing entrepreneurship. It is in Hyderabad. And another one is IIE. Here it aims to carry out research and development activities in entrepreneurship studies. It is located in Guwahati. And last one is EDII. It is an autonomous body sponsored by financial institutions like IDBI, ICICI, etc., and engaged in spreading and inspiring entrepreneurship movement in India. It is in Ahmedabad. Now, state level institutions. First one is SSI board, that is a small scale industries board. It is the apex body to central government in matter related to a small scale sector in the country. And KVIC, KVIC is Khadi and Village Industries Commission. And SFC, SFC provides finance support for starting SSIS. And now SIDC, it promotes infrastructure facilities. And last one is SSIDC, it helps small and teeny units in procurement of scarce raw materials. It also gives other services. Thank you for watching.